Welcome to Name and Occupation in Depth. Today we'll be covering the city of Luleå in northern Sweden, 150 kilometers from the Arctic Circle.
Must be cold there.
It was.
Yeah.
Well,
Was it like what time of year did you go? What time? What was the season there?
We went in the middle, spank in the middle of winter. Remember, I went in February.
Right. So that was really cold. What was the coldest it was there while you were there?
It was like minus 40 or something that day. Like the first day, especially.
No shit.
Wow,
minus 40.
That's no joke. That's no joke.
Hey, Daisy, could you do a search how much time it would take to drive from
Netherlands to Luleå?
Let's place our bets.
78 hours.
78 hours, Chris?
Yeah. I'll say 32 hours.
Okay, and I say 24 hours, and I'm the winner.
Nice.
exactly what I got
I
too.
win.
Exactly what I got as well.
But isn't that interesting, though, that we measure distance with time?
Yes.
Yeah. It depends on the weather, too, right?
Well, yeah, it's weird that we
Most
measure
Europeans
distance with
in
time.
Italy, they measure distance by kilometers.
So we drove through, we took the Autobahn to Amberg. And then from there, we did not take these, there's all these fancy bridges. You can go underground and stuff. Cut time, but we actually went around. We went through Copenhagen, through Stockholm, all the way up to up north. But what was interesting was, it was a beautiful drive. But when we got to Copenhagen, you go into this tunnel. You go underneath a tunnel, and you basically
under the ocean.
You go under the ocean.
Stop.
Oh,
yeah. I don't think I'd be into that.
So you go underneath, and then you pop out. You pop out around the middle here.
Okay.
And then you're on a bridge, and it's like a super windy bridge. Well, the day we were on there anyway.
Wow.
So that was pretty exciting. I thought that was pretty cool.
That sounds really exciting. Not for me. I'll pass the underwater bridge.
Tunnels?
Yeah, I don't like them. But you mentioned Autobahn?
The Autobahn.
What is that?
The Autobahn is the highway in Germany. They just call it the Autobahn.
There's no speed limit.
Fun fact.
Except in some places.
First.
Yeah, well, we had a big truck because we had to bring a bunch of stuff, so we couldn't go faster than 90, which is probably why it took longer.
Yeah,
we could go only 90, 100 because if you have a truck, you can't drive as fast, right? You can't go 120, 140.
So did it actually take you 24 hours?
Oh, it took like 33, 34 hours to get up there because we had to stop, and the whole time we were driving, we went up there. It was raining. It was pouring rain, and then when we got past Stockholm,
that's crazy.
And then it turned into snow. So that was.
Oh wow!
So I went down there to shoot a race. So it's a speed skating race, but it's like a marathon type thing. So basically the Netherlands has a tour of speed skating marathons, but they also go to Austria. They go to Austria to do one of the legs down here, and then they go also at the end of the season. They go to Sweden, always in Luleå up north. So it's like a week up there, and the race is like 3 days.
Right, like, and there's such heavy hitters with the skating, like right there with Canada and Russia with hockey, right?
Yeah.
And the States.
Ja.
Het nodige wil laten zien. Een man die natuurlijk 2 jaar geleden hier erg goed presteerde. En Michael Stam, die zien we daar natuurlijk ook goed samenwerken. Op het herenpeloton. Ja, aanpikken mag natuurlijk niet, hè. Zou heel verleidelijk zijn. Maar dat gaat uiteraard niet gebeuren, want een DQ wil je niet. Ja, en dat herenpeloton dat heeft inmiddels een achterstand van 1 minuut 15 ten opzichte van het viertal dat er vandoor gegaan is.
They produce serious athletes because in the Olympics, I don't know if you caught one of the Olympics, but they were everywhere.
The Dutch?
Yeah.
Oh, in speedskating.
yeah.
You mean?
Yeah.
No, but even in they had the marathon. They were top in the marathon. They were top in like all kinds of sports.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. There's some good for a small country. They do really well.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, they really do. They have good. Yeah, football is good too. The soccer, they have a good.
Yeah.
The Dutch team's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, and it's about a little town full of 80,000 people.
Yeah, it's 80,000 people. I want to show the facts a bit.
I like that. Small town.
One of the kings founded it in 1621, so it's not super old.
No.
Pretty old though, still.
But it's funny. I read something. They were saying like this place has 5 seasons. Where did I see that?
Where do they get the 5th season?
Yeah,
The extra cold.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't know why they said that.
that's
So Luleå is, as we stated earlier, around 150 kilometers south of the Arctic Circle and is set to experience 5 seasons rather than 4, with the addition of Varvinter.
Oh, I see. There's a season that's spring and winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some kind of.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's kind of a cool place. I liked it. You see it in summer there in the photos. It looks pretty cool.
So did you have the opportunity to go visit any interesting places while you were there, or was it all work?
No, we got there early, so we got to visit some stuff. But it's really nice backgrounds. It's a nice
I
city.
think you'd have to see it to believe it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lots
we
of
should go.
snow. This is in front of the hotel at night. They bike, even in the winter over there. We saw it. It was funny.
Hardcore.
So this is by the water bar by our hotel here. You can
Well, it
kind of
looks
see the
like that-
northern,
Yeah, I was
Northern
gonna
Lights
say
a
it
little
looks
bit.
like you had the
Yeah.
Northern Lights. Yeah.
just a little bit. We missed it by a week apparently.
Have you ever
yeah,
seen
you're
it?
going.
Yeah. I've seen it in Canada. Quite a
Oh,
few
you're going
times.
back though.
Yeah, we're going back. I'm going back again. That's the plan.
Right on. That's good.
You know what's funny? In Sweden,
They have
This
an
is in a
IKEA
mall.
in malls.
Nice.
Wild. I think that's the birth of IKEA, right? Sweden.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
That's beautiful. I love
Swedish architecture.
the yellow. Must
Right?
be. Yeah, it's really breathtaking.
It's pretty.
It's different. It's an old building there too. This was from our hotel. That was our view. So we had a pretty nice view.
Mhm.
Oh, this is cool, Frank. This is
Oh, it's
This
an
is what-
outdoor.
yeah. So on the shorelines, they have they're big on like walking on the ice because it's all frozen. So, but at lunch they'll go for a walk. A bunch of these all over the place where you can. And these girls were cooking.
That's awesome.
So it's like Mooney's Bay in the summer. People bring
Yeah,
their
they-
musical barbecue, but here they do it in the middle of winter.
All you have to do is bring your food and start cooking on top.
And are those
What?
sculptures?
Yeah, they were making ice sculptures. These students.
Wow. A
So
lot
there
of
was a
them.
whole. So there was there was the race, but there was also a snow sculpture thing going on.
Yeah, because it's a big
and-
community thing.
You know, the more northern you are, the sun only rises a few hours sometimes, right?
Yeah, it was. I think by 4 o'clock it was gone.
So it was like a short, like 3-4
Yeah,
hours or 5
so-
hours max,
so-
not even.
Yeah, so we would do the races early in the morning. Like we'd get up at 6, and then the races would start around like 9, 10,
Yeah.
and then they would go all the way till the sunset, pretty much.
So for people going there, you recommend going in the winter because there's better opportunities in terms of like activities.
I think I don't know. Yeah, I think it's different. It's like Canada, right? You go in the winter, you can see some cool stuff, and then the summer as well, right? Where we were in the north, it's very popular. A lot of cottage country kind of thing,
Okay.
and they all had this like trademark red color, like pigment. You know, like in Provence has their pigment, and they all had the same style of red. Comme rouge vin, comme. Oh, this is me and Richard at the game. The game was on national television, and the guy beside us is like, "Oh, tell my friend to get you guys on camera. I'm going to tell him your story, and we'll make sure you get on TV."
No.
We're on the Tron, and they were talking about us on TV.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, of all the people to sit beside, it was like, it was pretty cool. It's pretty funny.
That's nice.
Couple of local celebrities.
Yeah, we're celebrities now.
Oh, that's cool.
I like it.
Yeah, they like the drums.
So it's kind of like soccer. The soccer.
Look at these guys. Yeah, exactly. After they score, they pack it. Yeah, exciting hockey. I thought it was fun to watch.
And you're so close. You got good feet.
Yeah, we were right there.
Just fireworks?
Yeah, fireworks.
What? The flag? I thought my flag was.
That's good. I didn't see that.
But it's actually, for a place isolated like that, I thought it was like, okay, pretty like modern, you know. It's
Doing
not
really
like
well.
yeah, it wasn't. You didn't feel like you were in the sticks, you know. Like it felt like, you know, modern life up there. So I brought my skates up there.
So that's where the competition, they would skate on that?
Yeah, they would skate on that, and the ice was fast, man. It felt really fast.
So it was hard.
Look, you see right through the ice, man. It's like bananas.
Hey, how thick do you reckon the ice is?
I don't know. It must have been at least a meter or more.
At least, for sure. It's so cold up there. It's
Dead of winter. So when the first day was really cold, like minus 30, 40 with the wind. And then the next day was like, okay, minus 20 with the wind. The winds died, you know. And then the sun came out on the last day. So then, you know, no matter what, right, it's going to melt. Even if it's cold.
Yeah.
It wasn't
but
cold.
it's so thick and it'll take forever to melt. So I mean, it's still safe to go. It's just it's slushy on the top for competition. But look at that. That's cool.
So I went there at like before the race, I got there at like everybody was eating. I hurried up and went out there before the race because I didn't, you don't have time after and you're tired.
The ice looks nice.
Yeah,
it looks really nice.
I was taking my time, you know. It's just enjoying it, you know. It's just nice cruising, you know. Just by yourself. Nobody was there, you know, barely.
Wow.
Just in one with nature.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's quite the experience.